So, update 5, huh? I don't really know what to think of this update. I've checked out a bunch of the stuff already, and it's kinda... I don't really know. There are a couple things that I just wanna talk about a little bit in this update. Well, such as right away, I'm gonna mention that the Odyssey game mode is garbage. It's not garbage, but it's just... the rewards are not worth the effort you gotta put into it. I got all the way up to, what, floor 10, like the last one? What are they called? Floor... yeah, I got to floor 10, over 1000 intensity. And, once I reached that floor, it had been like 1.5 hours. And the enemies just went crazy. I could not kill the enemies from the first wave. And the rewards that I got was like... well, you can see here for 1.5 hours of playing, I got, you know, just about 1.5k gems. Maybe I got this one as well, like 3k in total. I got you know, 3 trait rerolls from the whole thing, and a couple of these stat chips. So basically, what I'm trying to say is the rewards are terrible from this game mode for the time that you have to put in, so I would not recommend playing this. It's really bad. Also, something else. I've spent... who's here? I spent around like 80-90k gems on the banner whenever there has been a new unit in the middle, and I have not gotten a single new unit from the banner with about 90k gems. I got 20 plus other mythics that were not the middle unit, but none of them were any of the new units, so F me, I guess. That's not very awesome. Can't do anything about that. I just can't make a video evolving any of those right now, I guess. Then I gotta say these corruptions are very underwhelming. I thought they would be something cooler, but no, they're just kinda pretty mid. Something that I do wanna do is evolve. Where is he? There he is. Dante. Because I got him from the battle pass, and yeah, I want to see what he can do. I have no clue about that yet. So at least there's something I can showcase from this update and the first battle pass unit for now. Okay, so he does get like real damage later on in the upgrades. So I was like, it's 1 second SP, but he's only doing 450 damage. I don't know about that. Oh yeah, and I think you really want to get Deadeye on this guy because of how his passives work. I'm gonna look at those once I, you know, showcase him. What else? Oh yeah, they increased the price on the premium pass. So that's just great. They made it 999 instead of 799. I don't really know why they decided to do that, but okay, sure thing. Also, the amount of glitches I've seen in the game already this update, it's insane. I'm gonna eat in a moment. After that, I'm gonna go check out what Dante does. And, you know, maybe I'll try to do something in the game. I really don't want to do the Odyssey mode, because that was a huge disappointment. The rewards are so bad that it's just not worth the time. Oh my goodness. I ate way too much. I'm sweating. I'm sweating from that food. Ooh. I did put a lot of hot sauce on there as well. That might contribute to the sweating. But alright, let's go see what Dante does. Even though it's not the Dante from Limbus Company, I think he's still gonna be pretty cool. Alright. So he's line AoE emplacement with like no range at all. Terrible range. Now from what I understand is he fills up his devil trigger gauge by just critting the enemies. And yeah, it looks like it's going up pretty fast. Yeah, and it's already full. And he transformed. And when he transforms, he becomes full AoE. But yeah, you really don't want this to happen when he's still on his first attack, because he's still gonna have like 5 it says he has 1 SBA, 1 second SBA, but it's still gonna be like 5 seconds because the attack's so long. So pretty much when you place him down, you're gonna want to upgrade him twice, like instantly, so that he doesn't have complete garbage damage. When DT Cage is full, transform for 30 seconds and gain 100% damage, 50% crit rate, and 20% range, and swaps to attack 5, which is full AoE, as you can see. While transformed, Jackpot is disabled, and instead crits follow up with attack 5 for full damage. And well, Jackpot, he gets that upgrade too, which is what you're gonna want to get him to, so he can actually do damage. Gain 25% crit rate. Every crit is followed up by attack 1. If attack 1 crits, it is followed up by attack 2. If attack 2 crits, it is followed up by attack 3. If attack 3 crits, it is followed up by attack 4. Follow-up attacks do minus 50% damage. So yeah, now he has transformed, so he's no longer doing follow-up attacks. And he's doing attack 5 with full damage instead. Okay. This unit is weird. But looking at it, 80% crit rate, 12.7k damage on upgrade 2. Oh, and this attack is just like Akaza's last attack. It has the same weird AoE as Akaza's last attack does. But it works though. And then he transformed again. What? This guy might be cracked. This guy might actually be crazy good. Then he gets combination attack, but I'm not really gonna be able to see that when he's transformed. If this guy has Deadeye, he's gonna be doing so much damage, like... Dang. Okay, combination attack. It's still the same AoE. Well, maybe it isn't then, it's just bugging, like this game usually does. And he transformed. That's some crazy damage. He's gonna have 53.35k at that upgrade already. Alright. Devil armaments. So yeah, now he's circle AoE. 31.7k damage maxed out. I do have Vigor 2 on him, but it's not like that's that much. Oh. Massive range. 80% crit rate. 63.5k damage. I mean, you gotta get this guy if you haven't yet. He's just insane. Man, I wish this didn't cost 30 each. Never gonna get all of these from this freaking shop, man. Well, I'll get Deadeye on Dante now, though. Never mind. I did roll on him, like, earlier, and I got Solar, but I rolled off of it, because I thought it's probably not that good. And, well, yeah, it really isn't all that great. Unless they buffed it, and I'm stupid. Let me see, did they buff it? Nope. Solar is still ass. I know Solar isn't actually like completely terrible, it's still just like decent for supports that need a bunch of range. You know what would actually make it pretty good? If it gave as much range as Marksman. Because usually you're just gonna want Marksman because it gives 5% more range than Solar. So, hey, if Solar gave 30% as well, it would actually be pretty good then. Yeah, I still need 15 levels here to get Virgil, which is gonna take a while. Maybe I'll have it tomorrow if I, you know, grind Battle Pass XP overnight or something. I don't know, I might get the Battle Pass, I'm not sure though. I'm just not really a big fan of them making it more expensive. That's, yeah, that's why I'm kind of on the edge. That's pretty cool though, the shiny Dante's like the DMC3 Dante. That's neat. Virgil's the shiny Virgil's the DMC3 one as well. The normal ones are just the DMC5 designs. I think I prefer Virgil's DMC5 design, but I think Dante's DMC3 design's better. Yeah, and they changed this challenge system where you can now select what type of challenge you want to do every half hour, so that's good. You can do trait reroll, you can do rainbow, crystal, or essence, and then normal legendary essence stone one for just getting green ones for some reason. Why would you do that? But yeah, that's an improvement. And well, the daily challenge looks to be like the exact same. Very nice UI design. You can't even scroll the rewards. Very good. Can't even see everything you get. A weekly challenge. I am within the max capacity of yellow, purple, pink, and rainbow essence stone. Like, man, I don't know. Is there anyone else I want to evolve? I guess I should evolve Fubuki. I really don't care for her stats that much though. I think what I might do is transfer that Z range to someone else, reroll, and then evolve her. I don't know who to transfer it to. I might transfer it to someone who I'm just gonna then transfer it from again later. So yeah, it doesn't really matter who I put it on. Like, yeah, she lost the Blitz and whatever. Like, Blitz was a pretty good trait on her. But I think it's fine. I don't really need it. Oh, no. I guess I'll transfer again. And then I'll transfer all A stats from someone to her. Because I think I have someone with all A's, right? Yeah. Because I'm fine with her stats only just being S. Alright, there we go. Now she has that cleanse, which is alright. And now maybe I could do the weekly challenge. Pink essence and rainbow essence stones are still at capacity. Damn it.
5 minutes later.
Pink essence stones at max? I don't care. No, they're not. They're at 40. After this, they'll be at max. Alright, so let's see what this is gonna be like. I don't really like any of those modifiers. How much health do they have? Can I solo this? Yeah, I should be able to. But still. Immune to slow and stun? Or mini bosses? I think immune to slow and stun. That's fine. Okay. The weekly challenge is a good addition, at least. That is not bad. At least when it's easy like that. Now I'm gonna get a Monarch on Dante. Or Deadeye. Or Blitz. You know, one of those. You know, It isn't the best, but it's good enough. Deadeye would have probably been better. I mean, Deadeye would have definitely been better because he's gonna be critting all the time anyways. But I don't want to roll off Ethereal. Maybe if I get the battle pass, I'll roll on like a... Why couldn't I have gotten the Ethereal on like Gilgamesh instead? Come on, bro. Did I get one of these that gives unbound damage or something? Yeah, that one. Unbound damage plus 6%. Okay. Okay, so I got the premium pass, but damn it, I didn't get to 50 overnight. I'm still missing one level. Let me look at the shiny Dante. Yeah, it's his old style. It looks pretty cool. I might even keep this shiny, to be honest. But for now, what I want to do is go get my battle pass to level 50, so I can get Virgil. I guess I should finally complete this story mode and get to the last map as well, so I can, you know, actually check out the new stuff, I guess. Alright, let's see this new map then. There's new, yeah, there's new legend stages as well. Well, let's check it out. Marshall Island. Well, let's see if it looks any good. Oh, okay, I thought, it was about to be really short, but nah, it goes all the way back there. How about the enemies, though? Yeah, about what you'd expect. At least they don't have the weird 3D muscles and stuff. Just, those look kind of just awful. These enemies, they look fine. Nothing wrong with them. I don't know, it's like... There's just something about the maps in this game that are... I don't know, they're just... They look fine. I don't know, they're just something... There's just something kind of boring about them. I don't know. Feels... just... very basic default. There's nothing too interesting really going on. Now, don't get me wrong, I still think it looks good. I mean, yeah, it looks nice, but I don't know, just doesn't feel all too inspired. Is there a reason as to why Aizen's attacks just don't have sound effects? Because, I don't know, it's a little bit weird. Oh, the boss stole my unit and made it into an enemy? That's interesting. Well, I guess I'll just try to finish these story mode stages off for now. Okay, so there's these enemies that debuff your unit's attack, which is just like really stupid. What kind of mechanic is that? So Emilia's just doing 0 damage now. Awesome. What's up with that? I don't think Gojo can get debuffed like that, so that's good at least, but... What? Emilia just has 0 attack permanently now. Because she killed like the enemies that have, yeah, this like red sword on top of their heads. What's up with that? That's just stupid. A good thing Gojo can't be debuffed. Because, what? Who thought that was a good idea? And there we go. All 6 acts of the story mode complete. Yippee. How close am I to the max level on the battle pass now? Still quite a ways off. I might just do an infinite mode for that, to be honest. Now I can do these. Yeah, I think I'll actually do this instead of infinite mode to finish off the battle pass. Might as well. I think you can get a unit from like the 3rd legend stage. I'm not sure though. Oh, this guy has regen? Ah, Alucard. Champ's belt. Alright. I hope that not all the bosses have regen, cause I know that's just a little bit lame, but I guess we'll see. Oh, I gotta go do a challenge so I can do this, and wait. That's gonna be enough to get that to 50 then. I'll just do the daily challenge or whatever, I guess. Didn't even do this yesterday. Wait, what? Hello? She's not doing the status effect on the boss. I mean, I still win, but that's just weird. He wasn't putting the thing on the boss that prevents it from doing the shield effect thing. I hope that's not a glitch. Well, it clearly is, but that's a bit annoying. Here we go. I hope he's good. I don't have any good spark units right now. No. It's the normal one. You know, the DMC5 look. No, then the old look. I think I actually prefer the DMC5 look though, so I'll probably be evolving that one. I just need some good stats first. Also, let me just roll Scholar on him. Okay, stat transfer, I guess I could just get better stats on Emilia again later. Alright, how's the cosmetic? I hope it's good. Because he looks pretty cool. You don't get Yamato? Really? You don't get the sword? I mean, it's cool, but seriously, you don't get Yamato? What's the point? That's sad. Oh man. Well, I think the animation by itself is at least pretty cool. Wait, did I look at Dante's cosmetic? I don't remember. Now, he's not even holding ebony and ivory, but it would be nice if his cosmetic came with them anyways. I guess you could kind of combine the animation from Dante and then the model from Alucard to get a similar effect going. I mean, yeah, then you just add effects from some unit on top and it looks pretty good. Okay, I kind of like that. It's a bit edgy, but that's fine. Yeah, what does Virgil even do? I still didn't even look at that. Oh yeah, well that's wonderful. Can't even read the text properly. Really good. So it looks like he also gets a Devil Trigger gauge. Makes sense. What I'm getting from the passives here is that if the enemy is frozen, slowed, or something, he's gonna be doing like a bazillion damage to them. Alright. It'll be easier to understand actually in the game. Let me see if I can get a good trait though. I'm about to get freaking Deadeye on this guy. Oh. Well, I hope he's good. Only 6.2k damage with Monarch on placement. Man, he's about to be like a 5 placement unit or something. He is actually 3 placement though. Well, yeah, I hope he's good. Oh, the rift's open. Maybe I can go try him out in there. Alright, so I'm recording this after having used Virgil for a while already, because in my original recording I didn't really understand exactly how he worked. But now I do. So yeah, he costs only about 1k to place down, which is really cheap. So that's good. I'll turn the animations on, they're pretty good. So yeah, on placement he's doing 6.2k damage every 2.4 seconds. Pretty good. I have a familiar on him, so he's getting some crit damage and crit rate from that. But yeah, he only gets his passives at upgrade 5. So before then, he's just kinda nothing all that special. Like yeah, he gets pretty damn good DPS. But the circle is really small and he doesn't have a lot of range. But then once you upgrade him to 5, he gets his Devil Trigger and both of his passives. So gains Devil Trigger gauge when DT is full, transform for 30 seconds and gain plus 50% damage, plus 20% range, and gains access to Doppelganger. Doppelganger, when this unit attacks, spawns in a clone who repeats the same attacks as this unit. Alright, so he's getting the DT gauge pretty slowly back there right now, but that's because the enemies aren't very tanky and they're not frozen, so he's not doing follow-up attacks on them. So yeah, basically the follow-up attacks on the enemies are gonna charge his Devil Trigger way faster, which he can't really do on these weak enemies. So when attacking stunned, frozen or time-stopped enemies, the attack has a 100% chance of immediately following up with move 1. This attack can be immediately followed up again by move 1, with each repeating occurrence reducing the chance by 15%. So basically, he can follow up with move 1 like 6 times, 7 times max. And what that means is he can do some insane damage to frozen enemies who have the health to tank his attacks. And yeah, here's the Doppelganger. He used to be able to be sold, but then they patched it. It was pretty broken when you could sell it, because you could get a bunch of money for just doing nothing, I guess. But yeah, the animation for the attack he gets when he transforms is pretty insane. But it takes him quite a while to get his Devil Trigger gauge to full without the enemies getting follow-up attacked by his second passive. And then he gets Judgment Slice End, which turns him into okay, his AoE is tweaking out. It's supposed to be a very wide cone at this point, but it's just showing up a circle because this game sucks. Nah, but okay. Now he's gonna transform again. And he's doing 130k damage. So every 6.4 seconds, full AoE. And the doppelganger is doing the same thing. Even though the doppelganger isn't in the enemy's range, it's still attacking them, which is really good. But yeah, when he's doing the follow-up attacks from his passive, he stacks the DT way faster. But I can't really show that properly here because it's doing too much damage. So yeah, it's really hard to show how the follow-up attacks... Like, you could see a bunch of, like, damage popping up there even when he wasn't attacking. That was the follow-up attacks, but it's kind of hard to show when he's doing so much damage already. Oh yeah, right there you could see, like, after his attack, they were still taking, like, 30k damage. Boom. And then they took a bunch of damage again. Boom. And then the follow-up attack does a bunch of damage. And this guy can follow up as well. It's really hard to show, but you probably already know how it works. So basically what you should take away from this video is get Dante and get Virgil. They're both extremely good units. Bye.